Okay, guys, welcome back. Part 3 of this week's comic book review. We were talking about Superman, Batman. I stuck it back in the plastic just for the hell of it. Like I was saying, the artwork in this comic is amazing. You could pick any page and see beautiful, beautiful artwork, whether it be Batman, Superman, Lois Lane, Lex Luthor. Here's another awesome picture of Superman. That's the way the comic book ends. It's great artwork. I love it. Okay, now into the story. Superman is off-world. He's stopping a meteor from hitting a inhabited planet. And Lois and him have a date, and Lois gets kidnapped. And Batman finds this out and goes to save her. So Batman's trying to find out where Lois is, and that's basically the whole side of Batman. Superman's coming back to Earth. Lois Lane wakes up, and basically these weird, messed up Superman followers or worshippers, thus the title, believe that she turned Superman down to be with Clark Kent. And she was supposed to bear the son of the last son of Krypton, and they think she's nuts, so they're going to kill her. And basically the last panel shows her being tied. She's tied to a pole, and they're setting fire to her, and Superman's flying towards Earth. Batman's trying to find her. To be continued. I love it. I've been liking Superman, Batman. Granted, there have been a few stories where it faltered, especially the last storyline, which was Our World's at War. This storyline, I believe, is going to pull up the series again, coming into more of a... I don't think it's more of a present day, because, once again, Bruce Wayne is not back in the continuity yet, but it's more along the lines of coming back to where we are now, maybe right before Final Crisis happened. Great story. Bruce Wayne, Clark Kent, Superman, Batman, awesome team up. And the last premiere, first issue of the week, Legion of Superheroes, the all-new era begins, #1. First off, you guys have to be Legion fans. If you are not a Legion fan, don't even bother picking this issue up. Also, if you want a background on what's going on here, you have to pick up Superman comics from about 2 years ago, where Superman traveled forward in time, to the future, where the Legion of Superheroes was basically kicked off of Earth, and Earthman led a, basically put a law out that anyone that is an off-worlder does not belong on Earth or protecting the Earth. Basically, the Legion was abolished for a while, and then the Legion came back. They stopped Earthman, and he was arrested, and it was proven that they basically believed Superman was not an off-worlder. He was an Earthling. He was not an alien, and that's what caused the whole problem and drama between Earthlings and aliens. When Superman came back forward into time and showed that he was an alien, actually the sun was red in the future, so Superman didn't have his powers in the beginning. I'm giving you a background first. Basically, Sunboy was the reason the sun was red. They saved Sunboy, the sun turned yellow, Superman got his powers back, and all was well in the end. Basically, as you see here, there's a fist. Somebody's joining the Legion and is also offered a Green Lantern ring. That person is Earthman. Big spoiler. Basically, the government tells the Legion of Superheroes if they want to keep their base on Earth, they have to recruit Earthman into the Legion of Superheroes and basically teach him to be good. He has to work with the Legion, and he has to be he has to be a good guy. They have to take him on as a Legionnaire, and they do reluctantly. Brainiac, or Brainy, I'm going to be calling him Brainy because that's what he's called in the Legion of Superheroes, makes a special ring. Once he puts the ring on, he is basically he can never take it off, and if he does anything to hurt anyone, or if he ever turns on the Legion, that ring is going to put him in his place and stop him. The end. But then Sodom Yat on Oa, Sodom Yat in the future is the last Green Lantern, an entity comes out of Oa and travels to Earth to offer Earthman a Green Lantern ring. So now, in one hand he has the Legion ring, and in the other hand he has an offer of a Green Lantern ring. So basically the issue ends where the cover is. Basically, you see him getting offered the Legion ring, and here you go. He has the Legion ring in one hand and the Green Lantern ring in the other. So it promotes, next month we'll find out which ring he chooses. If not, both. He might choose both. Although he's pretty evil, so I don't understand how he could be a Green Lantern, but I'm sure they're going to explain that more in the following issue. Also, they do mention here, in 2 weeks, join us in Adventure Comics #12 for Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes, the beginning of the future. So basically, Adventure Comics is going to go back to the way it was back in the 80s, maybe even 70s, where it was the Legion of Superheroes with Superboy, a.k.a. Clark Kent, not Superboy Connor Kent. So the Legion of Superheroes, which is this title, will be all about just the Legion. No Superman, no Superboy, and no, there was Supergirl. Supergirl did join the Legion for a while. None of them. It's just the Legion of Superheroes. No super anybody's. And then in Avenger Comics, which I will also be getting, it will be Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes. Basically, the Legion plus Superboy. So if you guys want to see Superboy and the Legion, you want to get Adventure Comics. If you just want to see the Legion, you want to get this. I'm being honest with you, this story has potential. I've read the first issue 3 times, which is 1 time less than I read the comic book of the week, which we will get to in 2 seconds. Great first issue. Earthman has to be good or else, and they're offering Earthman a Green Lantern ring. This story is going to be good. I'm sorry. Maybe it's because I'm a Legion fan. Maybe it's because I used to read Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes. I have trade paperbacks from way back when, and I loved it. This story is going to be... Sorry about that. Burped in my mouth a little bit. This story has great potential, and it looks like it's going to go far. Pick it up, guys. Absolutely. And now, comic book of the week, and you guys had to know this was coming. Brightest Day number 2. Don't let the cover fool you, though. Aquaman was, if anything, 1 page in this entire issue. This comic is not about Aquaman at all. Quite the contrary. The story starts off with Firestorm, and the atom basically shrinks down to microscopic size and goes inside Firestorm and looks at the Matrix. And the Matrix, one of the atoms, is black. I'm guessing that's from when he was a Black Lantern. Basically, he tries to manipulate it, and something bad happens, and all you see is Firestorm's face literally explode. His face explodes, and the entire lab explodes. To be continued. You don't see Firestorm anymore after that. Then we go into, from there, we go into, let's see, Firestorm explodes. Then we go into John Jones for a few seconds. You got this really fucking crazy ass thing happening over here. I have to show you guys this. It's, somebody wants John Jones, and wow. I mean, that was, for a comic book that's a woman ripping her skin off, wow. So, John Jones finds out who the woman is. It's the man who brought him to Earth's daughter, the scientist. Okay, so it cuts off there for John Jones for a second, and it goes to Hawkman and Hawkgirl, who find a place. Actually, why did I put it back? I shouldn't even put it back. And basically, they find Hatset's place, and he basically made trophies out of all the times he's killed Hawkman and Hawkgirl, and made masks and stuff like that. So basically, Hawkman makes the announcement that enough is enough. Our destinies are gonna be in our own hands, and we are going to destroy and kill Hatset. The end of Hawkman and Hawkgirl. Then it goes back to John Jones, where he goes into the professor's daughter's mind and goes back and sees when he was brought to Earth, and before that, he finds out that the professor brought another alien back. So basically, he brought John Jones to Earth to stop the alien he brought to Earth the first time. So that's John Jones' new destiny. And then it goes into Aquaman, that 1 page, where it's Deadman still wearing the White Lantern ring. White Lantern ring sends him away, and basically the last page is this. And this is what made this issue wow. The White Lantern ring asks Deadman to fight. And when he says, fight who? You get the last splash page. The Anti-Monitor. And what he says, I agree. You've got to be kidding. So, the White Lantern ring wants Deadman to fight the Anti-Monitor. To be continued. See you in 2 weeks, folks. The end. The to be continued, really. Wow. Crazy stuff. Comic of the week. And with that, let's run through these because I believe I'm getting the 8-minute mark. And, well, anyway, 9 minutes? Okay. So, anyway, Brightest Day number 2. Absolutely pick it up. Legion of Superheroes number 1. Grab it. Awesome comic. Superman Batman 72. The artwork is amazing. If anything, just buy it to look at this artwork. It's great and the storyline has potential. War of the Supermen number 3. Almost done. Loving it. Flamebird dies. Avengers number 1. Great story. Great potential. Don't like the artwork too much, but still pick it up. The Invincible Iron Man 26. Grab it. Awesome. American Son part 1 of 4. It's up to you guys. It's, like I said, a side story, and I've already told you the Amazing Spider-Man 579, 578 is where you will see the shocker. Great. Once again, pick up Brightest Day. I'm going to be promoting this just like I promoted Blackest Night. This comic series is going to be off the hook, as well as the other two premieres this week, Avengers and Legion of Superheroes. So I will catch you guys next week. Not too many this week, a lot next week. So I will catch you guys next week for another Dark Avengers comic book review. Later, guys.